Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. Here under this playlist guys, we are going to cover only interview scenarios and business problems and their solutions. In the previous tutorial guys, we have discussed how we can consider any of the month as a current month to make our calculation easy. And now in today's tutorial guys, let's discuss one more business problem which we have recently faced with one of our client. So here we have this problem statement that how we can calculate total sales amount excluding current month dynamically with measure. So let's start with introduction guys. And now let's move towards Power BI desktop screen. So here we have entered in Power BI desktop screen. So firstly guys, let's understand the data set. So here we have just only date column and sales. So in this date column guys, we have the data from January 1, 2022 till 31st December 2024. So the client requirement was that they want to calculate the total sales and the current month, whatever you have in your data set, it should not be included in the sum of sales. So basically guys, if we want to calculate the current year sale, so this December month should not be included because this is the current month in our data set of current year. So that is the requirement from the client side. And now guys, let's learn how we have resolved this requirement with DAX logic. So let me go ahead under the report view. So here under this slicer visual guys, we have taken the date column simply and we have expanded the hierarchy. And here under this card visual guys, we have simply taken this sum of sales, which is implicit measure. And now guys, let's learn how to build this logic. So let me simply go under this new measure. Let's say my measure name would be sales excluding current month. So here guys, before creating this logic guys, we need to declare three variables. So my first variable should be for the maximum date, which calculate maximum date. Second variable fetch the latest year. And the third variable fetch the latest month. So we need to declare three variables: max date, latest year and latest month. So firstly let me write var, which is short form, and simply write my variable name, which is let's say max date. So in this variable guys, let me write my function calculate max of date, which is from the sales fact table. So this is the date column guys, which we need to pick from sales fact, comma, and under filter expression guys, I'll simply use all function to remove all the filter from the sales fact and simply write our table name, which is sales fact. So basically guys, if you write this formula separately, it will give you the maximum date whatever you have in your data set. So basically guys, in our data set, maximum date is 31st December 2024, which we have already seen. So this measure guys will give you the result maximum of date. And now let me write another variable. But before that guys, let me also close this calculate bracket. And now let me simply press shift enter to jump into the next line and simply declare another variable. So let me declare my variable name latest year and simply use year function over here. And under this date parameter guys, I will pick the latest year from this first variable, not from this date table. So you need to take this max of date. And in a similar way guys, let me also take one more variable. And this time my variable name would be latest underscore month. And simply use month function over here. And here under this date parameter guys, I will again take the first variable, which is max underscore date and bracket close. So here we have declared three variables. So these three variables guys helps you to identify the most recent year, month and date. And now let me simply write return statement. And now let's perform some calculation with these declared variables. So firstly I want to calculate sum of sales. So I'll simply write calculate and under expression parameter guys, I'll simply take sum of sales and bracket close, comma. And now let me use filter function over here to apply combination of filters. So under table parameter guys, let me take this sales fact table. And one thing guys, which we need to keep this thing in mind, we need to remove the filter from entire table. So let me wrap this table here under this all function, so that if we have different column, it will remove the filter from all the columns. Let me simply take sales fact here under this all function and bracket close. comma, and here under this filter expression guys, we need to write one logic. Let's firstly understand what logic we need to use it here. Here is the logic guys. So here under this filter expression guys, we need to write our year is same as the latest year, so that only current year data is considering. In a similar way, the month is less than the latest month, so that it returns previous month only. So in this way, we can write this logic in the filter expression parameter. Firstly, we need to take year function, where we can take the date from the fact date table is equal to this latest year. So that is the variable guys which we have declared here under the formula, which is latest year. And in the next logic, we need to enter our month date is less than the latest month. This is also the declared variable guys which we need to use it here under the formula. So as a result guys, it calculates the sales till November because November is less than the December. And now let's jump into the Power BI desktop and apply the same logic. So let me simply write year function as a filter parameter and simply take my date column which is from the sales fact. Bracket close. It should be equal to this latest year which is max of date. Let me simply take this variable which is latest year. And now let me write the next logic. I'll simply write ampersand sign and simply press shift enter so that we can read our query easily. And simply write my month function over here. So under date parameter guys, let me simply take this date column which is from the sales fact. Bracket close. So this date month guys should be less than the latest month which you have declared here under this variable. Let me select this second variable. And now let me close this bracket and hit enter. So guys, we are done with this DEX query. And now let me select this DEX function and drop it here and convert into this card visual. And now let me simply change the display unit. Simply go here under format your visual. Simply click this callout value and change display unit auto to none. So here we can see the total sales is 1,61,140. So this query guys is calculating the total sales of current year excluding the current month. And now guys, let's cross check. So guys, here in our slicer, the latest year is 2024. And here we have 4 quarters. So now let me expand the quarter one by one. So under quarter 1 guys, we have this 3 month. Similar way, let me expand another quarter. Quarter 2, 3 and 4. And here under this card guys, we have the total of the sales. So I will select my all the date range excluding this current month which is December. So let me select quarter 1 and now let me click control button in my keyboard and now let me select another quarter. Similar way, let me select another quarter which is quarter 3. And here under this quarter 4 guys, I will only select October and November. Let me check October and November. So see guys, we can see the same number here. So that means this query excluding the current month which we have in our data set. In a similar way guys, if you add the next year data like 2025 to the current month sale, it will automatically exclude. So I hope you guys are clear with this logic. So here under this card visual guys, this query is working fine. And now let's check the same DEX query in line chart. So let's go to the next page guys. And let me here take one line chart from here. So under this line chart guys, let me simply take date column under the x-axis, which is the hierarchy. And under the y-axis parameter guys, let me take this same DEX query. So here you guys can see it's returning the straight line, which is the total of the sales, which is 161140. If I make drill down over here guys, although you can see the different quarters, but still you can see the straight line. So basically guys, this query is perfectly only for the card visual because there we will display the aggregate sale. We will not display the each and every data point of sale. So that's why that logic is perfectly fine for the card visual. So basically guys, here under this query, we have used all function, which is ignoring the filter from the all the columns. That's why it's returning the straight line. This all function ignoring whatever the filter is applied from the visual. Even if the chart is showing 2020 sale or 2023 sale, the measure doesn't care guys. It only looks at the latest year in the whole data set. So just because of this logic guys, it removed the filter from the x-axis. And now guys, let's learn how we can fix this issue if we take any other visual where we have lot of data points. So guys, let me copy this measure and let me take another measure. So simply go ahead under this new measure and let me paste this measure here. And let me rename this measure name as sales underscore line chart. So this is my new measure name. So these three variable guys, we are still needed here under this logic where it calculate max date, latest year and the latest month. And the same logic guys, we also needed here under this line chart. But let's do some modification here under this query. And let me remove the entire query. And here under this return statement guys, let me simply write if statement and bracket start. So guys, I need to take the same function here which is year. And under year function guys, here we have only one parameter which is date. I need to take this date column from the sales fact. So if I write to take this sales fact date column guys, so you guys can see I will not able to write any column name here. I can only see the function name which is measure here. So you can't take directly the column name here under the if statement while writing the measures. So what you need to do guys, if you want to take the column name, you can use with max function. If I try to take the column name here guys, so you guys can see the all the columns name which we have here under the sales fact. So my column name would be date. So let me simply take date column here under the year function. Now let me close this max function with the another bracket, comma, and here I will apply the same logic. My max fact date is equal to latest year, ampersand begin, and now I will write the next logic. So my next logic I will write with month function, and again I need to take the date column. So as you already seen guys, we can't take the date column directly. So again we need to wrap up here under this max function. Now I can take my date column and let me close this max function. And my second logic says if my month is less than the latest month, comma. So under logical test parameter guys, we have given the same logic and now we need to write the true statement and the false statement. If this statement is true guys, so I want sum of sales. Else you can take the blank function or you can skip this parameter. So here I am using blank function. So if this statement is true guys, it should return sum of sales else blank. And now let me take another bracket and hit enter. So guys, we are done with this new DAX function. And now guys, let me click on the Canva. And now let me select this line chart. And let me simply remove this previous DAX query here under the y-axis. And let me simply take newly created DAX query. So here you guys can see the trending line. And it shows the sales up to November. You are not able to see the December month sale. So that means guys, the same logic is working here under the line chart. And now you can clearly see the sales of each data point. And December month sale guys, it's not here under the line chart. So I hope you guys are clear with both the logic. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so you guys can follow this free YouTube channel which name is Analytics Pro. And if you scroll it down guys, so here you guys can see we have a full course Power BI playlist where I have explained each and every concept about Power BI in detail. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so you guys will get to see multiple playlists are here. This is the Power BI full course playlist and these are the advanced concepts of Power BI where you guys can take the knowledge of advanced concepts of Power BI. And we have this Power BI with SQL playlist where you guys can learn all the concepts of SQL from scratch. So you guys can start your SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And along with that guys, we have this visualization playlist and we have this DAX expression playlist where we have covered most of the DAX functions from scratch which are majorly used in your projects. And here under this playlist, I am also trying to cover all the differences of DAX functions which is majorly asked in an interviews. And very soon guys, I will add some more playlists so that you guys can take better understanding of the analytical skills. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But those who are looking only live sessions, so we guys also conduct live training and sessions where we prepare candidates from scratch till intermediate level with some scenarios, real-time projects, assignments, notes and so on. And we also provide placement assistance with the help of WhatsApp group where you will get to see some HR emails, contact number and so on. And you guys can also follow us on Insta as well as Facebook. So all the links I will share under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So for free learners guys, you guys can follow this Analytics Pro, and for the live training and sessions, you guys can connect me any of the platform. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.